Good morning. My name is Lyle Henry. I'm 72 years old. I've been doing Tai Chi for about 3 years. I'm certified through the OHAI, Oklahoma Healthy Aging Initiative of OU. And so this is a demo for Tai Chi for better balance. We'll be doing an abbreviated warm-up and go through one set of forms. So let's get started. So let's do a warm-up. Let's just do our necks for a warm-up. We're going to kind of start with the upper part of our body and work our way down and then back up and work our arms. So let's do the neck. We're just bring our heads down to our chest, nice and easy. And just roll it off to the left. Kind of feel that. What you want to do is point your ear down to your shoulder. And then roll back to the other side. Push your ear down to your shoulder. And again, roll back. Let's go just one more time. Nice, easy stretch. And then back down to center. And continue rolling over to the other side, to your right side. And again, back down to center. Let's lift our heads up and let's start doing some shoulder rolls. So just nice and easy shoulder rolls. I'm going to turn to the side to kind of demonstrate the way I like to do them. You kind of see my arm movements. I have a black t-shirt on. I should wear a white probably so you can see that better. But as you see, nice little shoulder movements and our arms and elbows are moving. Do that. Let's reverse that. And so we go into the opposite direction here. Okay, very good. Let's go to our hips. And basically what we want to do is just rotate our hips. And so we're doing a nice, easy rotation. And I'm going to turn to the side so we can kind of take a look at what it looks like from the side. So we're just rotating our hips, kind of stretching our buttocks out, back. Just want to get our hips warm up. In Tai Chi, we're going to be doing some movements to the forms. And so we want to make sure our body is warmed up so we can do those smoothly. Okay, let's move down to our knees. And again, we're just going to do some nice rotations here. Just easy rotations. So your body's kind of crunched over. I'll turn to the side. Just kind of sitting down, sort of almost moving. Nice rotations. As we're warming up, we want to just take it easy and kind of just make some easy movements. So let's go to our hands. Let's stretch our hands out. And we're basically going to just do some hand movements. So we're going to do a claw, roll that down and roll that down to a fist. And just kind of roll your fist down and then come back up again. I'm going to turn to the side again so we can see. I'm just stretching my hands out. I'm rolling them down to a little bit of a claw and then to a fist. And I want to roll this fist downward so I get a little stretch right in through here. So just nice and easy, back up, and again. Let's do some flashes. So what I call flashes, basically moving your hands out. And let's move those off to the side. We're doing some nice flashes to the side. And let's go with our thumbs up and rotate our shoulders back. So you just think about trying to keep your arms as straight out as you can, and I realize everybody's different, so everybody's at their own level. So we just want to move our thumbs back in kind of a rotation. So again, looking at it from the side, we're just rotating those back. Now, as I do that, I'm getting this kind of nice stretch in through here. So again, working those, warming those muscles up. All right, so let's go into, it's called T-service. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on top. We just kind of rotate that out, come up. And what I like to do here is kind of look down into that palm of that hand. Again, it allows us to kind of do a neck stretch. And we also know that we're trying to keep this as best we can. Okay, let's rotate that down. And let's come over and rotate the other side. Come all the way around. Again, look down in that palm of that hand. And then rotate it down, back again. The idea of T-service is if you had a teacup in your hand and you're trying to keep that from spilling. What I like to do here again is when I get to this point here, kind of raise up. Again, a nice stretch. Come back down, rotate, back under, rotate the other hand up around, and a nice stretch up. Let's do our, it's called Move Mountains, which is basically pushing out again. This nice stretch. I'll do it from the side here in a minute. Again, a nice stretch out and back in. So looking at that from the side, we're just doing a kind of a nice stretch out. Our thumb is down. Again, we're kind of feeling the stretching through here. Back in again and back out. Nice stretch. Try to keep your thumb down, pointing straight down, and back in again. So we kind of get in our upper body and our arms kind of moved. And of course, there's others in the warm up that we can do. But let's move down to our feet now. And so we just want to kind of do a nice rotation here with our heel. So we're trying to keep our heel basically on the ground, and we're rotating back and forth. So nice rotation and back and again. And go to whatever level you can do it at. You know, sometimes it's like this. For me, it's a little bit more further out. And you'll see a lot of my movements with my forms are probably a little bit more stretched than some people do it. But again, it's always to your own limit, okay? So due to whatever extent that you can do them, and you always want to be just pushing, you know, out to your limit, and not straining. The idea of Tai Chi is for us to develop some core strengths, so we have better balance, and so we avoid falls. All right, so let's do a tap here. We call tapping. And so we're just going to tap to the front and off to the side and to the back. Again, the center, the front, to the side, and to the back. And then come back to center. Now let's try to hold these a little bit. So we go out to the front and just lift off. Come off to the side, and again, lift off. And then come to the back, and again, just lift off. That's with the balance. And then back to center and kind of lift and see where you're at. Just, you know, whatever you can do. And then what we do is called checking the balance. So what we want to do is kind of pick your spot out in front of you. Don't look down, look out in front of you. And then just do a kind of a balance rotation. And back again. All right, so let's tap out this other leg. In the front, to the side, to the back. Again, center. Let's go to the front, lift off the ground a little bit. Back to center, back to the side, lift off. And back to the center. To the back, lift off. And back to center, and lift that leg up. Back down. Pick your spot to look at out in front of you, and then just rotate that leg and see how you're doing. Very good. All right. So normally we'd warm up a little bit more, but we just want to kind of move it now into our forms. So we're going to start with basic forms. We're going to move into those just one time through those. So let's start with nice sunrise. So sunrise is just reaching up, nice deep breath, and back down again. So nice inhale. And down. And one more. Now let's shift our weight over to the right. That's just basically putting your weight on your right leg. Shift over to the left. And again, all we're doing is putting our weight all on this left leg. Shift back to the right. And let's hold the ball to the left. So we step over and we come up and hold the ball. Step and hold the ball to the right. So on the side, basically, let's see, let me step over here. There you go. So I'm basically trying to just do my nice hold the ball. And again, everybody has their own little look to that. Some are larger balls, some are small, whatever it is. But do that. And a really easy way to remember, because sometimes we get confused as we're going along, even if we've done it for a long time. But easy way to remember that is the leg that's got the downward pressure, which is this one here, is the hand that's pushing down on that. So you can always just think, hey, if I'm going to be pushing down on the stable foot, and I'll be holding up the one that's bent. Okay, so let's start off with part the wild horse's mane. So a nice step out and rotate out, and just nice smooth back. And we step up into it. And again, off to the right. So again, we step out and part the horse's mane, and we step back up into it. I have these two markers on the floor here, so I don't get too far, so my head doesn't get cut off and my toes don't get cut off. So what I'm going to be doing as I go along here, rather than stepping over that, I just want to tell you, I'll be stepping back. It's not part of the form, of course, but I just do that so that we can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do, we're here. So let's do the single whip, which is basically a nice movement like that. So we're off to the side, and then we're going to turn perpendicular with our foot, and nice. It's called a block because Tai Chi actually came out of martial arts. So rock back. So you do a nice step over to back to holding the ball, and again to the right. And back to center. Next movement is moving the hands like clouds. So we want to do again, we're here. We want to just make sure you do kind of your step with your foot. And you want to have your nice movement as you're watching it come through. Again, step. And step. And close. Back to the right. Nice step. And again, a nice step. Next one is repulse monkey. So you want to step back, half step, push out, turn our bodies, and rotate over the top. And other side, and push back, and rotate over the top. Step back into it. We're going to go to brush knee, step out, brush our knee, push out over the top, and step up. Brush knee to the right, brush the knee, push out, rotate over the top, and step back up into it. You can step back a little bit here. But he does the shuttles. So we step out, form one half of our V, and then push out. And we do a nice rock back, shifting our weight, okay, and stepping back up into it. Again, off to the right. And step up into it. Step back here. Do a peacock's tail. So again, I step out. Hands come up. Go back and watch our feet because we want to rotate, we want to shift our weight to the back as we rotate over. Come back up into it. Nice push out. Shifting our weight again and pushing back out. Very good. All right, it's off to the right. Step out. Your hands back as we shift our weight. Nice rotation over the top. Come back down. One more double block. Push out. Back. And again, push out and step up into it. And we've completed one form. It's a nice neutral stance. Thank you all for being here.